Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a lovely time so far. For those who don't know me, my name is Bruno, and I'd like to thank Bruno, aka Skids, for finding that I'm indeed Cadbury's best man after 21 years of friendship. On behalf of the bridesmaids and groomsmen, I would like to thank Bruno and Rebecca for including us on their very special day. What a fantastic day it has been so far, and so much of Rebecca's hard work and preparation has gone into it. Bruno, you just sit there and enjoy yourself, mate. Speaking of the bridesmaids, aren't they looking fantastic? Thank you, ladies, for making sure that Rebecca looks wonderful as ever, and that she made it here on time, which Bruno was panicking about. I asked other people that know him to give me words to describe him. Lazy, stubborn, weird, were just some of the words thrown about. I couldn't really argue with your mum. I'd like to take this opportunity to give a special mention to Bruno's mum, Sari, and Rebecca's parents, Colin and Sharon, who I know have been working tirelessly in the background to make this day extra special for the newlyweds. I'd also like to thank the groomsmen and ushers, specifically Jack and Eric, for their help organising Bruce Stag, as if they didn't, we'd have ended up in some dingy Wetherspoons in Scunthorpe. If you must know, we ended up in the Rastafarian bar in Leicester. Wasn't great. I first met Bruno at school, and at that time we had no choice but to sit next to each other. I know deep down he found it a blessing, hence why he has decided to cling on to our friendship for 21 years. He's the only guy I know that participated in 99% of events, sports events that is, and came first in everything he did. This led to Bruno being a very popular, handsome, athletic guy who wasn't short of attention from the girls. Mind you, he'd do anything for attention. I remember one summer he used to parade them around topless and only wearing a pair of hot pads that he used to deem as shorts, but somehow this worked. I would like to think that in the time when you have called upon me, I have been there for you and not let you down, because you have always been there for me. I look back at some of the stuff we have done together and it makes me proud to have a mate like you. We have had some truly great times and have shared some great experiences together, memories I'll never forget. I'd like to, obviously there's a lot to talk about, but now I need to leave it to the others to weigh in on the obligatory character assassination. So, ladies and gentlemen, it truly has been an honour delivering part one of the speech to you, so I'll now hand over to Ollie.
Thank you very much for that, Fred. I wish I could agree with what you said about him, but I'm not sure I'm at the right wedding, as I don't know anyone matching that description. For you who don't know me, I'm Ollie, and I'm also one of Bruce's best men. I just want to say it's an absolute pleasure being a part of this day. Uniting these two lovely people. I hope we've all had a fantastic time so far, and this continues as the day and evening go by. I'd also like to apologise in advance if I ruined that in any way in the next 2 minutes. I've said it a few times, and I haven't included a lot of stuff, so it's pretty safe. I'm not married yet, so I'll bear that in mind when I wrote this. So where do I start? So being friends with you for over 20 years, there are far too many stories, and there are some which I don't think I can tell. If I did, I don't think you'd ever speak to me again. I hope that you made sure that you filled in your dietary requirements for the venue, as you don't want me to have another accident like you did that time a few years ago when we were fresh-faced 16-year-olds in Newquay. I'm just going to leave it there, right? I think everyone else can use their imagination for the end of that story. So, recapping on what Prem briefly mentioned about how you were good at things back in your younger days. I'm still not sure that you would even finish the 100-metre sprint nowadays. In comparison to your ridiculous times you used to set. I'm not sure where it all went wrong, but I'm not taking any of the blame for it. In all honesty, I can't say a bad word about you. With all that we've been through, and the support you've given me as a friend.
Go on, Ollie.
to me. And I know you always take amazing care of Rebecca. Be her rock. Continue being you, and please just never change. Just be the man you are. We may not be close in distance anymore, but you really still are true friends. It's an absolute privilege to be a part of this amazing day. I'm glad to thank you all.
Right, back in the room. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jack. I've been married to Bruno for 14 years now. So the 7 you've done with him is life work. You have no idea what you're doing. Like, I've been practicing to Bruno to the point that we went to Amsterdam together, which I'd originally booked for me and Michelle. It was a honeymoon, but luckily Michelle fell pregnant. And when we got there, didn't change the name on the booking, so when I said it's booked for me and Michelle, but Michelle couldn't make it, I brought my friend Bruno. The gentleman behind the counter just simply smiled and said, "Don't worry sir, we get all sorts here." Instinctively looked at Bruno, got my back up, almost got into a fight with the vertical guy who was behind the counter. I had to call Michelle to prove that I wasn't having a gay affair, but we got in there in the end. It was a lovely room. It was middle of summer, boiling hot. Bruno's had a shower, he's laying on the bed in his boxes, I'm in the shower, come out all Daniel Craig style, towel around my trousers, stuff like that. Open the door, the same guy is stood there, eyes me up in my towel, eyes Bruno on the bed in his boxes, winks at me and goes, "There's your fruit, sir." No, stuff like that. Shuts the door, walks off, give Bruno the fruit. He had a banana and 2 oranges perfectly placed either side. So when you get to that stage, yeah. But I'm especially privileged to be here today, not just because of the fact that Bruno asked me to be his best man, but with Bruno and Rebecca meeting was in no small part to yours truly, and Michelle, sort of bring them together. And think about it, you was going to walk out that night because you were so nervous, weren't you? You were going to leave. You was going to leave. Think of all the things you would have missed out on. All the holidays he's taken you on. Side note, Clive, discovered a boy came in handy. Like him, 3 holidays, like it, wooed over then. What else is that? All the driving around he does for you for netball, the foot massages you told me about, you exfoliate her back in the bath as well. So think of all the things you missed out on, but it's a good thing you did stay because you've ended up with genuinely one of the nicest men. You want to give her a Honestly, if I'd known beforehand what the deal was going to be, I would have given you a heads up, mate, if I knew what you were using for. Honestly, I didn't know anything. They made me do it. They made me do it. But yes, as Rebecca, as lucky as she is to have genuinely the nicest guy on the planet, look after her. You'll do it. So, it's to raise your glasses to the most important people in this venue. Bar staff. That's for you, bud. Cheers. And you two as well. Happy wedding. And I'll wing that, didn't even prepare anything.
Fantastic speeches. Everyone, if you just raise your glass for the speakers one last time and say thank you for everything and on for the drinks and on the rest of the night.